Hello, everyone. I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about this week's assignment with the short story analysis essay. I've had a couple of you email me some questions, and just thought I would come on and make a short video and hopefully clear up some things for you and discuss the assignment a little bit more in depth. From week 2, you had a folder that said the short story analysis essay. It is very important that you open this up and read through these 2 documents: how to write a short story analysis document and the short story worksheet. The short story worksheet is just basically kind of a preview or a pre-writing assignment for you to kind of get your ideas out on paper. But most importantly, what I wanted you to take a look was the outline format. It should be 5 paragraphs as stated. An introduction where you summarize the story. Remember, stay in present tense. I'm noticing that a lot of you in your reading responses have not been in present tense. And remember, when you analyze a story, the story is basically considered still alive. So the characters are considered alive. And so the action and the place is considered alive. So make sure you stay in present tense. And then a thesis statement. And if you look back at the worksheet, number 5 shows you how to write a thesis statement for a literary analysis. And you're going to see that same thesis statement when you write your poetry analysis in this next unit. Basically, introduction, plot summary. Summarize your short story in about 3 to 5 sentences, and then give me a thesis statement. The second paragraph should be the first element. So let's say you're going to talk about the symbolism in your particular short story. Then you're going to write about that and give me details and give me some quotes. Show me how that's a symbolic of whatever you think the theme is. Your second element, maybe it is irony. Talk about the different types of irony. Or maybe your third element is tone. Talk about the different tones in the story and how they relate back to that thesis statement or that theme. And then in your conclusion, you can finally write in first person point of view, because remember, the rest of it needs to be in third person point of view. And you can talk about how the story related to your own experiences or what you think the story means and why you think it means it. So you can be personal in that conclusion. If you'll go back to the short story analysis folder, you will see that I have given you some example from former students and their essays. And if you open it up, you can actually even see some of the things that they did wrong that you would want to correct in your particular short story. Again, that thesis statement is so very important that it really basically tells the audience without saying, I am going to write about this. You just talk about it. As you can see in this one example, I know that irony, character development, and symbolism, this is going to be paragraph 2, this is going to be paragraph 3, and this is going to be paragraph 4. Again, looking at the handout that I've given you that talks about the thesis statement, that's going to really make it more clear to you about what your essay should be and how your essay should be structured. I know this is our first essay and you may be a little bit nervous, but if you will follow and read all of the documents that I've attached, all the handouts, all the sample essays, I think that you will be just fine. One thing is to make sure that you have your essay in MLA format. Again, your Seagull handbook talks about it. I'm opening it up right now to tell you what page number. Page 161 gives you the actual format of your heading and your header and the margins and the double spacing and all of that. But I think if you will utilize these handouts that I've given you, I think you'll be just fine. I wanted to open up one more document here, and that's the handout that talks about the thesis statement, because it is very important that that thesis statement be exactly as my model has. And if you look at number 5, it says devise a thesis statement, the literary elements, an example, gives you 2 examples, but here's the formula. In whatever the name of your short story is, the author uses irony, symbolism, and tone, or maybe it is characterization, symbolism, and foreshadowing. 2, what is your theme? What's your thesis? So my examples, Through the use of dynamic characters and settings, Chopin celebrates the strength of women and illuminates the necessity of women to be free in a male-dominated society. Or here's another one, In a Rose for Emily. Faulkner uses symbolism, foreshadowing, and suspense to criticize the Southern aristocrats' inabilities to accept change during and after the Industrial Revolution. Again, here's your formula. This is just some examples. This needs to be in your introduction, the last sentence of that introduction paragraph after you have summarized. And then that tells me the next paragraph is going to be about whatever they listed first. The next second body paragraph or third paragraph is going to be about this one. And the last element is going to be about this one. And then I'm going to have your conclusion. This thesis statement sets up the outline for the rest of your essay. If you want to send me your thesis statement to say, hey, Ms. Truman, does it look like I'm on the right track? I will be glad to give you some feedback real quick about that. Again, follow the 5-paragraph formula for this essay. I'm going to be grading on grammar, but remember that you've got tutor.com. You have the Zone if you're able to get to it in Kilgore College. We have the Writing Studio at Kilgore College as well. Longview Center also has the Zone and our tutoring center and the Writing Studio in Longview as well. If you don't live near Kilgore or Longview, utilize the tutor.com. Remember to access tutor.com through Blackboard. Don't just type tutor.com on your computer. It's going to ask you to pay for it. If you log in through Blackboard and then click on the link, tutor.com, you are automatically logged in and you've got those 2 hours for the semester for an online tutor, 24 hours, 7 days a week. Thanks, guys. I hope this helps. Again, feel free to email me, call me with any other questions that you have. Thank you.